I think it's important for people to understand, actually, more attention to detail and care and quality control goes into bag-in-box than into wine going into bottle, certainly for every day, because it's a less forgiving package. Why I work with Pascal here in Burgundy to produce my bag-in-box is because he has the utmost expertise with only producing bag-in-box, and the tools that he has, the equipment that he has to do his work as a filler is unsurpassed in terms of the level of quality. Every single thing that he does is honestly as automated as possible. And why is this? Because the more automated, the less manual in the process of filling the bag-in-box, the less risk of introducing oxygen and other contaminants into the wine. And you are going to ensure that pure, beautiful juice that was produced that vintage is going to maintain its integrity once it gets into the bag. So I think it's really important for people to understand that there's a technical know-how and that there's technical considerations to ensure that you're preserving the integrity of the wine for that vintage. And Pascal has both the technology and the know-how. Another thing that I've learned over the years, and this has been really productive actually, is that what's on the box is like what's going to ultimately connect with the consumer. So not only should it be something that draws the consumer in, but when they look at it and read it, it's an opportunity to really educate around like why this packaging, right? Because really from the outset, it's standing out to the point where it's like, it doesn't look like everything else. And then, you're drawn in. I've learned actually that the details about the environmental impact, the details about consumption windows, the details about the style of the wine, the more information that's on the packaging, actually the better. So I work with Smurfit Kappa for all of my bag-in-box packaging, and they are literally a global leader for sustainable packaging. Smurfit is incredible because they're truly circular, right? It starts with, they have trees, so they have forests to produce the paper, and then they actually recycle every bit of the cardboard from their facility, and then that goes to, again, become paper yet again. So it always starts with me understanding like what the style of the wine is, what it smells like, what it tastes like the impression that the wine gives. And then from there, I'll have, based on like the style of the wine, I'll select a designer that I think is like aligned with that style of wine. And then from there, it's like a conversation about what the wine expresses and letting them kind of use their creative juices to develop, an artistic representation of that wine on the outside. It's like a really fun process, with the end goal being that what's on the outside of the wine has personality that aligns with what's inside the package.